We are very excited to have you guys here, and we have some amazing guests that are going to be giving their PhD candidacy presentations right here for you guys. Usually these are things that only happen in closed rooms, but you are in the room where it happens right now. Excellent. Before we get started, we're going to start you guys off. We all also would like an opportunity to defend some ideas, right? So before an idea gets taken up to a PhD thesis, it has to be batted down a lot, make sure it holds up. So we're going to do a piece for you called Objection right now. What is the topic that you would like to learn more about? Just what did you come here on the top of your head? Stars. I heard scars? Stars. 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 And so we've got the expert, our expert in stars. Who's our expert in stars up here? I'd like to get. Yeah, Sam's the expert in stars. And so our candidates here, I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock that I'm staring at back there. And anytime that any of our other candidates object to an idea that is being presented, they will shout an objection. I will decide whether that stands and give them a chance to talk about another topic. And every time objection happens, the clock stops for a minute until we get them out there. So when you are ready, expert Sam, let's hear about stars.
Yeah, stars are big hot balls of gas, which is also what I was earlier when I had Taco Bell. Stars is also a TV series or a TV channel, I believe. I don't know what's on there, but I assume it's garbage.
Objection. Outlander is on stars.
Amen. Okay. We got an audience member behind you. I would like to hear about Outlander, please.
So what gets better than a man with a Scottish accent, red hair, very tall, handsome, big guy, kind of aggressive, but also lets his woman do whatever she wants. Kind of rock on, can't really go wrong with it.
Objection! I fit most of those qualities. And I do not have a lot of luck with women.
Yeah, let's hear Tom about, I want to hear pickup tactics. Like, what did you try?
Oh, I mean, obviously the best way to pick up women is for science pickup lines, right? So it's like, I wish I was DNA helicase so I could unzip your jeans.
Objection. Your problems with pickup starts and ends with pickup basketball.
Oh! All right, we want to hear about pickup basketball. Yay! Yeah, sure. I've got this one. She's on board. Let's hear about basketball, darling.
So I met Tom some years ago playing pickup basketball at Vanderbilt, which is the place where you go to see your professors without their shirt on. Because you get there, you're ready to play some basketball, and there's always somebody who will be the dean of the graduate school who will be like, let's play shirts and skins, and then just immediately.
Objection. That's problematic.
That is problematic. Let's hear about other problems with the educational system.
Boy, do I have some of those. No, I teach high school. There are so many problems. First of which is that now we have to give, for a while we had to give kids 50s on every assignment, no matter what. Now we give them zeros, but now we're giving them 8 the entire quarter to make it all up.
Objection. I graduated high school and I don't understand a thing he's saying.
Questions.
All right, so Sam, let's hear it. I want to hear about being a high school student. We've got like 30 seconds.
Oh God, I hated being a high school student. Oh God, I hated it. I was bullied a lot, actually. Oh no, I wish I wasn't talking about this.
Objection. I want to hear Lindsay talk about it.
Objection! I think that's mean from Sam, and I'll take her place.
Hi, James. Yes, let's hear it. Let's hear about kindness, James, and the importance of.
All right, I was going to talk about being an all-male education from grades 6 through 12.
Oh.
Objection. She said talk about kindness.
I did. All right, you got 10 seconds.
We should all be kind to each other.
Objection. Sometimes you gotta be mean.
Oh no, I want to hear more about kindness.
As one expert philosopher, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan said, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Excellent. All right, and now we are going to move on to the true experts, our PhD candidates. And first up, we have Junyi, who is going to talk about the chain reaction of traffic congestion. Is that correct? And where is she ready to go? Yes? Headed out here? This is a very important topic. I actually am married to a civil engineer who specializes in traffic design and planning. So he was very sad that he had to miss this. So I've been taking close notes. I'm trying to find our presenter. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Excellent. Let's do it again. All right.
Maybe nice. So everyone sitting here, I assume you experience traffic congestion every day, either in winter or in summer, whatever weather you experience traffic congestion. But how many of you really have a sense of how the traffic congestion looks like? It's hard to say, but it's a very suffering experience. Like your speed are dropping from high to low, and then start a little bit to higher and then lower. It's like a traffic wave. So that's how we describe the traffic congestion in this kind of way. So here at Nashville, our team built up a real-world system. It's a system composed of 240 cameras that can capture all the moving trajectories, like the where you start, where you end, of all the vehicles for a 4-mile section. Then we get the world's first, the largest, we call it a space-time diagram. So the plot, the beautiful plot you see here, is actually, that's how the traffic congestion looks like. So the x is the time and y is the space and the z is the speed. So all the red you see here is exactly the same red you see from the Google Maps. So it's like a chain reaction. So remember the description of the wave. If you throw a stone to the lake and then the wave started. The same here in traffic system, in freeways. So actually a joke is that freeway, once there are vehicles in the freeway, they are no longer free. So it's like some drivers, like 1 hour and 4 miles ahead of you, step the brake, just like throw a stone into the system, a little bit, and the car following, just step a little bit harder, then the chain reaction started. So it would propagate the whole way until no other vehicles coming. That's how this kind of traffic wave or traffic congestion look like. These waves are actually quite simple. You can see this kind of red, if you're describing this kind of diagonal way, the propagation speed of the wave is very close to each other day by day, year by year. That's because the average behavior of our human drivers are quite close to each other. But if we take a closer look at, but each individuals are also a little bit different from each other. So like if somebody stop in middle of the freeway and open up some spacing and tend to speed up again, so this kind of stop and speed up process for everybody are a little bit different. So it forms also very complex phenomenon in this wave. It's like the wave could bifurcate and merge back. It means some congestions can join with each other and then to split to some multiple tiny traffic congestions. It's quite interesting. There's no other system, no other fluid system in the world, like think about the water, think about the wind, no other fluid system in the world have human. That's the unique of this system, shows you how the traffic congestion looks like. But wait a little minute, can we stop the traffic waves? Yes, you can. Just when you are driving through the freeway, when you encounter the congestion, be careful and open up a little bit of spacing and driving smoothly. Step your brake a little bit, not so harder, then the wave will go away. You can stop the chain reaction. Thank you.
I love it. So you heard it, only you can prevent traffic congestion. Yes, thank you so much. Let's give one other round of applause for Junyi. Excellent. And now I'm excited to welcome up our next guest, named Yiwen, and Today we'll be talking about children's understanding that knowledge is time sensitive. I'm very excited to hear this. I have 2 children of my own. Yes, so very, very excited to hear it. Yeah, come on up, yes, and please, welcome to the stage. And here you go.
Hi everyone, my name is Yiwen. I study how and when little kids start to develop this ability to reflect on their own thoughts and also to understand the characteristics, patterns, and especially limitations of the human mind. Let me just give you one example. Say you see like something looks like a rock on the floor and you pick it up and it turns out that it is a sponge. Well, now at this moment you'll be able to reflect on your wrong representation, the wrong belief like 1 minute ago that, oh, I thought it was a rock, but actually it's a sponge. But you know what? Little kids below the age of 5 cannot do that. They will insist that they knew from the very beginning that it is a sponge instead of a rock. So it is very difficult for children below the age of 5 or even 4, and I have to understand that beliefs can be wrong. We can be wrong. And so this amazing ability is often taken for granted for adults. And research has shown that children with autism can have deficits in understanding the mind and how the mind works. So for this particular study I am going to talk about tonight, I'm going to show you that there are 2 specific things that we think is important for learning. So the first thing is that the more time you spend on studying, the more things you learn. So if you look at the pictures with the purple box, so we show kids many toy animals in the white box, and then some of the toys are transferred into the purple box, and then we have one person look into the box for 10 seconds, and the other person look into the box for 1 second. Then we ask kids who will remember more. And the second thing about how the mind works is forgetting. So if you look at the pictures with a green box, you can see that we show the same amount of toys, and then some other toys are transferred to the green box. And then we have one person looking into the box, and then this person and another person leave the room, they read a book, they do a puzzle, and they paint a picture. Then they come back, and you have the other person look into the green box. So we tested over 100 children between the ages of 4 and 6. And it turns out that 4-year-olds can't get it yet. So they can't understand that the more time you spend on studying, the more things you're going to remember. They don't understand forgetting as well, most of them at 4-year-olds. 5-year-olds are a little better. They can understand that more time on studying will get you more knowledge, while 6-year-olds get everything. So that is that for this research, and I believe that there are many implications for this kind of study. Why? For example, if I am a little kid and in a recent test, my classmates are doing so much better than me. If I understand how our mind works, I might explain this difference in performance as other people simply just spend more time on studying instead of me being not smart enough. And in terms of forgetting, so if I learned something a long time ago and there's a big test coming up next week, well, I might have realized the need to review. So I think this understanding of how mind works can really help us make sensible decisions and also to take actions to prevent the undesirable outcome from happening, and also it has a lot of implications for learning, as you can see. Thank you.
I feel like some tools that I can encourage I've got a 4th grader and a 2nd grader, so they should understand this stuff. I don't know. Bring out my players. Yes. So all of these, having the PhD candidates come in, we also would like to have a chance. Sam here would also like to have a chance to defend his research, and he's been researching really hard on a topic that you're going to tell him right now. So what is a topic that is nothing that has been covered by our PhD candidates already. So we're going to need a new idea from you guys, maybe inspired by something that you just heard, maybe a lingering question from that.
Fluid dynamics.
Fluid dynamics. Yes, so Sam, I know you've been putting a lot of work into your research on fluid dynamics, so let's hear it right now.
Yes, so I have been researching a lot into fluid dynamics. And what's interesting about fluids is that they are liquid in form, right? They move very frequently. And I've actually got a really good slide to kind of demonstrate that fluidity process. Pause. So you can see here my slides. We were testing to see if you throw things in water, what happens. Here I am throwing things into the water. Here you can see calm, still water. And this is actually a GIF, so when I hit play on this, you'll see what the water does when I throw things into it. Play. Stop. All right, and so that is how water reacts. I'll go to the next slide now. So once we understood when water things move, it really opened up our research, okay? So we took that concept of, okay, we're going to make the water move, now we're going to make it dynamic movement. How do we make it dynamic? We put bigger things in the water, obviously. So our next step was to find the biggest thing we could, and this is our slide for that. Pause. So here I am admiring the biggest thing that we could find. And obviously the biggest thing that we could find was the Statue of Liberty. You'll notice the crown at the top and the hand holding the book, and I broke the torch off. But we're not going to talk about that. Resume. All right, so once we had figured out that the Statue of Liberty was the biggest thing that I could get a hold of, well, now we got to figure out where are we going to put the damn thing. You would think, just knock it over, throw it into the water, not dynamic enough. What we ended up doing was actually getting a very small kiddie pool and trying to launch the Statue of Liberty into it via a cannon. We successfully achieved this, and this slide here, pause. What I forgot was that a friend of mine was in the small pool at the time. So you can see his reaction live as the Statue of Liberty is falling towards him from a height of 27,000 feet. It was unpleasant. Resume. So what I've learned through my studies into fluid dynamics is the Statue of Liberty is big, those are dangerous, and this, pause. Grief counseling.
Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you. Oh, wow, yeah, just some really intense research into that, and hopefully the statue gets back where it needs to go. I know that sometimes we are pursuing academic goals, right? This kind of requires some compartmentalization of our emotions. Here, and so our players here are going to work on that emotional compartmentalization in a piece called Emotional Zones. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to set up the stage in different emotional zones, exactly how it sounds. So right here we have Tom, and he's here on stage left, and we're going to need from you, let's get a kind of a negative-ish emotion. He's having a hard time. He's hearing all of these PhD candidates. It's reminding him of things he could have done that he didn't. So does anybody have a kind of a negative emotion?
Regret.
Regret. Yes, we're over here on stage left. We're wallowing in regret. Here on stage center, Sam's feeling pretty good. I mean, he just finished his study on fluid dynamics, and he's feeling great about it. So let's get a positive emotion here for center stage. Ecstasy. Ecstasy. We are ecstatic, so happy in center stage here. Here on stage right, we've got Lindsay, and she's kind of bouncing between, like, how is she feeling? Are we up and down? We're what? Say?
Liminal.
Liminal?
Lethargic.
Lethargic. I want to know more about liminal. I mean, I of course know what liminal is. But for other people that might not, what is liminal?
In like that weird
weird state where you're not really, it's not really open, but it's not really closed.
Oh,
like
like
a school when no one's there and everything's just sitting, like as if there should be people, but
like
they're not.
in limbo, like an uncomfortable sitting, lethargically uncomfortable. Stage fright is just a little uncomfortable, maybe a little self-conscious, uncomfortable, hanging out there. All right, excellent. Okay, so these emotional zones, of course, these guys are in these emotional zones, and obviously they're at work. You know, they're trying to hold it together at work. This is where we compartmentalize the most, right? So what is the occupation of these guys here? What are the players' occupation?
Farmers.
I heard farmers, yes.
Bakery.
That farm to table. All right? Okay. All right, I take you to emotional zones.
Wow, guys, the wheat harvest this year is so good. We're gonna make so much bread.
Oh.
Money and actual bread.
Shouldn't have left my job at the bank for this.
I think about you get all the fresh air, all the good times, and just there's no money.
You're right.
I don't really know how to get anything done though. Like I said, I know you have a goal.
I shouldn't have hired you two.
Mark, you should have hired me. I'm great at something.
You haven't shown it to me.
But you know what is great being out here? The corn. We love corn, don't we?
Corn?
Corn!
I love corn.
Corn's the best. Let's sing our corn song together.
Okay.
Corn is our favorite. It makes me love you.
This is why I started this farm. This is why. This is right here. Sorry, was that touching a little too much?
It was
Professional relationship, I'm
It
sorry.
was a little bit. It's like that corn maze over there. I feel nothing. I'm trapped in there.
I have regrets.
But I can't stay far away from you. It's like when you create a distance, I must immediately come up and fill that distance. And now I have regrets.
Now I feel like I should have hired an HR team.
My regret was singing with you just now. Because I really just want to sing with somebody else.
To me.
It's you! Corn! Wait, you said
I bet you can't sing the corn song as good as I can.
You want to sing the corn song? I'll show you the corn song. Corn, corn on the cob, corn of the cream, corn everywhere. Suck it.
That was amazing. I want to be with you now.
confused.
That's it! All right. I don't know about farming. I feel like there were some relationships on the horizon there, though. We know that you guys have questions. You've heard a lot from these PhD candidates, and there's going to be more later. So we thought we'd get some questions out of the way here. So we brought in a panel of experts, just kind of like flush out our brains here around. We're almost to mid-show here, right? And so here we have our panel. I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves to you before we start taking questions. So yeah, let's hear.
I'm Baron Browning, Esquire. Studied at Yale for both my undergraduate and JD. Just here to consult on all things law. So.
Thank you, Baron Browning. Baron Browning. All right, and then here in the middle we have.
Hey everyone, I'm Jerry, local Bigfoot researcher, specializing in how Bigfoot learn.
All right, thank you, Jerry. All right, and then I'm here also.
Hi, yes, I am Jackie. I am an Uber driver, and I'm local too. I'm a local Uber driver, big fan. If you're a big fan of me today, 5 stars.
Excellent, thank you, Jackie. So we've got Jackie, Jerry, and Baron Brown here to answer your pressing questions. Let's start with something maybe that bubbled up while you were listening to our PhD candidates here. Any other? I feel like we've answered the fluid mechanics question, of course. So if we have any other questions?
Sasquatch rights.
Sasquatch rights?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do we? How do we feel about Sasquatch rights? Like, what already exists? What maybe should exist? Sasquatch rights. I mean, I feel like we should start with our Bigfoot expert here with that.
All right, so if we break this down, there's three main theories about how Sasquatch people think about them. There's the flesh and blood theory, which means that it's just an undiscovered primate. There's the relic hominid theory, which means it's a hominid like Gigantopithecus or Neanderthals that is out there. And the third theory is a combination of the first two theories and some like other mystical shit, like they can go in different dimensions, they can like disappear at will. And I, for one, as a Bigfoot researcher, I believe in all those theories.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Excellent. How about you, Baron Brown? Do you have thoughts?
It's Baron Browning.
Oh, Baron Browning. Oh, thank you.
Listen, in the 2007 landmark case before the Supreme Court, Citizens United versus the United States, corporate personhood was established as a right. So if corporations are in fact people, Sasquatches are people as well. As everyone knows, Sasquatches are limited liability corporations. That's why they set up in the woods. They're sheltering their cash from all those scrupulous IRS agents who want to come in and take their well-developed resources. So they are in fact people, but they are first businesses. So they are business and people, and therefore have rights under the law.
Thank you for that. Is it Jamie? Is that correct? Jackie. Jackie, what is your experience with Sasquatch?
Oh yeah, I've never had anybody come in with Sasquatch. I've never picked them up, but I would definitely let them come into the car. They have to order the plus though, because that seems like a big mess. But I feel like I would absolutely pick them up. They probably would want to listen to like metal, they're out in the woods and they just really, I feel like they got a lot of anger that they need to get out probably. So I think metal would probably be the two that they really rock to. But they absolutely have rights. They're more than welcome to come into my car anytime. 5 stars.
Excellent. I love that. So we've got Sasquatches have rights. Another question, our panel, they're broad in their expertise. So maybe it's something that's been bothering you, maybe something in your own life that you need to have reconciled.
Climate change.
Climate change?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is a solution for climate change? How are we feeling? What do you think the next step for climate change is? I'll start with you, Baron Browning, if you don't mind.
Anything that infringes upon my personal liberties is unallowable under the law, according to the Supreme Court, in many cases being decided over the past 6 years or so. So basically, climate change is about individual choice. I choose not to believe in climate change. So, I'll be dead if there's anything that's going to go on. So, I feel pretty good about living my life the way that I'm living it.
It's an interesting perspective, very individualistic. Yes. How about you? How do you feel about climate change?
Oh yeah, sure. Pollution and all that. I'm just saying. I think that we should all carpool. Maybe order the Uber party. And then you get to meet some people. And if we're picking you up around the same part of town, then you meet your neighbors. That's pretty cool. Then you can carpool there. But still always request your girl Jack. But I think that kind of less people on the road, especially with the climate change, with the weather and the ice. That's dangerous. I don't want you out on the road if you don't know how to drive. Stay home. Be cool. I don't want to have to honk my horn and be like, hey, get off the road, learn to drive. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thank you. And yes, Jerry, how are you feeling about climate change? How does that affect your expertise?
Yes, so you all know what climate change and Bigfoot have in common, right? My mom doesn't believe in that. But in all seriousness, climate change has taken away the Bigfoot habitat, it's taken away our habitat, and if all humans die off, Bigfoots are going to come right in. They learn just like us when they're 5 years old. They don't know what's right or left, but when they're 6, they're able to take in. They will come in there, they will take the world, they will dominate us, and I, for one, welcome our new Bigfoot overlords.
Okay, so climate change leads to Bigfoot overlords. Let's get another question. Again, just it could be something personal. I know we've tackled some big scientific issues, mythical issues, maybe something even in your own life that maybe has been bothering you this week that you need an answer to.
Car dependency.
A car dependency. It feels tied into what we've been speaking about. But let's hear it. What would you like to know about car dependency?
I guess they can't just like their thoughts on it.
Their thoughts on our car dependency as a society. Maybe specifically as a car dependency as a society here. We are in the United States of America, so we can speak specifically to our culture, car dependency. Yeah. Let's start with Jackie here. I mean, you are in the car.
Yeah, I love cars. You know, I'm in them all the time, every day. I think that they get you from place to place. It unifies people. It brings people together. You know, like cars are what make the world go round. You know, and like if I'm picking somebody up and they're picking somebody up and we're all picking somebody up. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping you off at someone special's house. You know, I'm dropping you off maybe somebody you want to yell at. You know, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I don't ask questions unless you put it on your little comments when I pick you up. Then I will ask as many questions as I want. All I'm saying is, cars are important, and we need to keep them hybrid. 5 stars.
Yes. I'd like to hear from you.
Yes, of course. So you may think, as a Bigfoot researcher, I'm not into cars. But we've established several things so far. 1, Bigfoot exists. 2, they learn just like we do, so why don't we teach Bigfoot to drive? It can do it just like us. And we say they have rights. We can have them become Uber drivers, and then we can have them just pick anyone up, just like us. We solve 4 crises at once, and then bam, climate change is cured.
All right, Baron Browning, what are your thoughts on all of this?
Listen, the Supreme Court's been very clear on this. In the 2024 case on Chevron, it's basically dismantling most of the administrative state and regulations that are built out of Clean Air Act laws, Clean Water Act laws, things that have been on the books 50, 60, 70 years. And listen, they're just not about individual liberty. And what I'm here to tell you is it's your right to drive as many cars as you want, to buy as many cars as you want. It drives the economy, it drives you, and it drives the United States of America. I am announcing my run for governor here in the state of Tennessee. I am looking for as many donations. If you work with a large corporation, I'm interested in PACs as well. Wouldn't coordinate with you directly, of course. But just let me know after the show. I'm happy to coordinate around that. Thank you so much.
I want to make it clear that we do not endorse any political candidates from our state. Thank you for that announcement. Well, excellent, experts. Just really quickly, if you could wrap up your just general world advice in like 5 words. What 5 words of wisdom would you give to this audience right now? And Jackie, if you've got that, if you will, share, yeah.
Sure. Be kind to Uber drivers. 5 stars.
Excellent, yes. And Baron Browning, I feel like.
Personal liberty over everything else.
All right, and yes, Jerry, 5 words.
Bigfoot is coming for you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Excellent. All right, now the panel of experts, as they get themselves settled and back to their Uber drivers, I want to welcome back up our players for a piece called Entrances and Exits. Of course, you know, a PhD knows when to enter and exit a room and to do so with authority. Actors, however, we need cue lines to know when we're entering and exiting. And so I need to give these players some cue lines, some key words so that they know when to enter and exit the room in this piece. So for Lindsay here, let me get a word that you guys hear daily, something that's used a lot, but that's not an article. So no, not and or the, but another word that you hear a lot in your daily life.
Align.
Would you say that again?
Align.
Align. To align in your daily life? Is that like a day?
More.
That might be even more. I tell you what, Darwin's gonna get like the sometimes I feel like a line may align better with a weekly, maybe a weekly word that you hear. What about another daily word? I heard there was something over here.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Like hello is something we hear every single day.
Yeah.
Yes? Many times a day. Okay, Lindsay said hello is her keyword. We got Darwin, we got a line. Thank you for that one here. We have a line, hello, a line. And then over here for James, let's get a word that you maybe only hear a few times a year.
Christmas.
Christmas. This is true. All right, so this is Christmas. So this is our keywords. James' keyword is Christmas. We have Darwin with a line, and we have Lindsay with hello. Now, their characters exist in a space that has at least 2 rooms. What space is that? Any location. Where are they?
Shopping mall.
A shopping mall. You guys are in a shopping mall. Take it away.
I don't care. Hot Topic still rules all these.
I know. I love this.
Tobias, like you're like here with me, and like we're 37.
Yeah.
Like, it still fucking rules.
I know. I mean,
It wasn't ever a phase, Mom.
no, I mean, look, I like the Christmas sales just like everybody else
Oh,
is.
sorry, I gotta go.
Steve, we're gonna get you a T-shirt or not?
Hey, I was wondering, like, can I get a churro?
A churro.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm hanging up T-shirts here. I work in Hot Topic. I don't.
Hello?
A churro?
Where are we going? To eat a churro?
Yeah.
I mean, you could walk down to the next shop, I guess. Anyway. I heard your name, but I already forget it. I was over there putting stuff on the rack, and this.
Oh, that's just my routine teenager. He just calls me mom, and mom, and mom, and mom, just all day, every day. Just mom.
You just want me, you want me, the employee, to call you mom? Okay.
No, you
Sure.
No,
I mean,
you can call me Stacy. I was trying to, yeah.
You're allowed to have an individual personality as a mom. I don't have children myself. I'm only 12.
Okay.
I'm a child laborer in this.
Well, let me try again. Hello, I'm Stacy.
Hi, Pammy.
Nice to meet you, Pam.
Pammy.
Pammy.
Yeah, individual, right?
Individual, we're
Right.
individuals.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't align my clothes properly.
Oh, well, I can take care of that for you. Don't worry, mom is here.
You're being so cringe right now.
Look, this poor girl's overwhelmed with all the Christmas stuff. You gotta help me here.
My TikTok algorithm doesn't align with what I'm interested in right now.
Fine, I'll take care of it too. Hello, is somebody gonna help me with all these things?
Not me.
Hello, where's my churro?
This guy, your kid, keeps asking me about churros. Can you send him down this door? Look, we don't have the greatest shop layout. Clearly, we have a door in the middle of our store.
Yeah,
Super confusing. That used to be a dressing room for like 12 people, but then they thought that was a little weird, so they just moved some more clothes back there. Anyways, I don't know why I'm saying this to you. I just.
See, because I got that lovable, mom energy. You want to come with that?
No, Stacey, I think that because I don't have a mom.
Wait, you don't have a
Well,
mom?
no, I'm 12 years old working in a Hot Topic. I make a living.
What are you going to do for Christmas? Do you want to come over to our house?
She can't come to our house. She can't.
Because...
Why?
It doesn't align with our values. You know that, Mom.
Look, why don't you two, here are my keys, you two take my car. Go home, I'll stay and clean up the shop, don't worry about it.
Hello?
Your child is kind of rude, and if you're gonna be my mom, you're gonna have to get them in line.
Like, now I got 2 of them! Oh.
Are you upset with me? I feel like you're upset with me.
Yeah,
I don't want you to be upset with me. I already lost football.
Are you just gonna stare at your phone? You're not gonna help with your sister?
She's not my sister, Mom.
We're right in the middle of our show, and we're gonna take a quick intermission, so you guys can grab a drink and tip your bartender, and then come on back, discuss what you've learned over a beverage, and then come on back to hear some more PhD candidate presentations. We'll see you back in 10. Woo! It's like playing the distant band. Welcome back to Improv Science Theater 4000. Yay! Excellent. Now that you have bevied up, and we are ready for our next set of PhD candidates. The first one being Eli is coming up to talk about whether we can use conspiracy-style language to debunk misinformation. Yes, come on up. You are welcome to the stage. Yeah, let's clap that up. Yes. All right, thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Yiwen. So every day we're exposed to misinformation, from health advice, such as drinking celery juice cures cancer, to conspiracy theories that moon landing was not real. It feels like every scroll, click, or conversation has some sort of alternative fact creeping in. So it's really frustrating, but here's a big question. How do we fight back? One simple solution is to debunk it by using fact-checking or using evidence to discredit it. Sounds simple, right? Well, not quite. Debunking is very difficult. Even when we think we've nailed it with solid, factual, and straightforward explanations, people don't usually buy it. Why? Because the facts alone couldn't be very persuasive when dealing with the emotional and psychological pull of conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories satisfy people's need for 3 basic human needs. Epistemic needs, the need for certainty, because people want to make sense of the world. The existential needs, that people want to feel safe and secure. And finally, they satisfy our curiosity. They pull us in with mystery. And by positioning the message as some sort of hidden truth, conspiracy articles give readers the impression that they have access to privileged knowledge, which in turn can foster a sense of security and control. So we're thinking if we can apply the conspiracy linguistic style to debunking articles to make them more effective. So this can be something like, it is clear that something will definitely help you, you're safe, you're not in danger, it's a relief to know, or let's take a closer look at this mystery. So in our study, we have participants read health-related debunking articles written in one of the 2 styles, either in the conspiracy style, which is filled with language that addresses the need for safety, curiosity, or certainty, or the traditional conventional style, which is more plain and straightforward. They then read an article based on agreement, accuracy, interestingness, and whether they take action based on what they read. And across 2 studies with 1,200 participants, something fascinating happened. Those participants who read the conspiracy-style debunking article rated the conclusion as more accurate and agreeable, also reported feeling safer compared to the conventional debunking articles. And then we followed up a week later. They still rated the article as more interesting, but they're less likely to rate the conspiracy-style article as more accurate and agreeable. However, reading a debunking article was still more helpful compared to not reading one at all 1 week later. So what does this mean? Language matters a lot. How we frame information. even when debunking misinformation can affect how people perceive truth, attitudes, and safety. But in order for that to be successful, we may need multiple repetitions along the way. So this idea of borrowing conspiracy-style language to debunking articles isn't about tricking people. It's about being more effective communicators. If we want the truth to stand a chance, we have to make it as compelling, as engaging as the lies. So, can conspiracy language style be very effective in debunking misinformation? Maybe instead of hedging, we can say 100%. Thank you.
Oh, this is very interesting. Now I want to go write a conspiracy at home. I like that's true. All right, let's go on to our next presenter is Haswitha, and they're going to come up and talk about the treatment of prostate cancer by using an engineered human sodium iodide symporter protein. Yes, we got all of that. I love it. Yes, so welcome to the stage, please.
Hi everyone. Let's imagine this human is having prostate cancer. My research goal is to treat prostate cancer with the therapy having very less side effects. In panel A, there is a red sphere, it's called iNIS protein, which is located in a butterfly-shaped organ called thyroid. This protein main function is to transport iodide, and iodide is a very essential nutrient in our body. But it also has a peculiar feature to transport radioactive substrates, such as 186ReO4, and these radioactive substrates have been used for treating thyroid cancer for over 80 years until now. And some scientists and we also thought to express this protein in different parts of the body to treat different cancers. But the catch here is to protect thyroid, because thyroid, this patient's healthy thyroid can also uptake these radioactive substrates and it can be destroyed. So to tackle the challenge, we engineered a iNIS protein in panel B, which is in green sphere. It's called, now we call this protein as eNIS. Usually a protein is made up of a chain of amino acids, and this iNIS protein is made up of 643 amino acids. And we engineered this protein just by substituting 2 amino acids out of 643. And now this protein behaves differently than the original iNIS. It transports radioactive substrates but not iodide. So my treatment strategy in panel C is to deliver this eNIS protein into a human by using a delivery vehicle called polyplexes. Polyplexes are nanoparticles which are very similar to COVID vaccines which we all received. And this protein is designed in a way that this is only expressed in prostate cancer cells. So it is not expressed anywhere in the body. So when we inject this human the radioactive substrate along with non-radioactive iodide, the radioactive substrate will be uptaken by this protein in the prostate cancer cells and they die, only the cancer cells, without affecting any other healthy tissue. So it's called targeted internal radiation therapy. And with this strategy, we are protecting thyroid by just giving non-radioactive iodide, which doesn't cause any effect. So thyroid will be busy uptaking this non-radioactive iodide, and it doesn't uptake any radioactive substance. So as this is a very targeted internal radiation, we will be able to treat this patient with very minimal side effects. And my initial studies are going to be done in mice. With this, I try to make a cancer-free society. Thank you.
Be serving radioactive iodine very soon at the bar. All right, excellent. I am excited. We've got one more presentation up for you guys. This is Kimmy, and they'll be talking about how does the brain generate facial expressions. How does that happen? Kimmy, are you ready to take the stage? Yes? All right, yeah, yes, welcome.
Yes, because my number one top skill is making things as complicated as possible, and I have a clinical addiction to Microsoft PowerPoint, I put animations in here, so can someone just hit the space bar like 6 times in a row? Okay, great, you've seen it all, I'm just gonna... Okay, so my PhD thesis is looking at how the brain generates facial expressions, and specifically on why facial expressions are atypical or different in autism. So this is an audience I feel like doesn't need an explanation of why facial expressions are important. I feel like comedians are the most expressive people that you can find, for better or for worse. Some famous comedians up there on the GIFs. But facial expressions are one of the most important mechanisms of communication that humans have. They communicate our emotions as well as very important needs like hunger, thirst, discomfort. And this is something that is known to be abnormal in autism. So not only the way the facial expressions appear, but also the timing of when they appear, how long they last, and whether or not they're directed to the appropriate person. And so, for my thesis, this would be a great topic to study. Why are facial expressions atypical in autism? And for a long time, it has been thought that they are typical because autistic individuals have differences in the way they're experiencing emotions, and that is why the outward expression is different. But that has been shown to be not true. That even when the internal emotional experience matches peers, the outward expression is not the same. And so I generated this hypothesis that actually the cause is some kind of sensory and motor challenge in the production of the facial expressions, the connections between the brain and the muscles of facial expression. And so I said, great, this is an even simpler question for me to answer. How does the brain generate facial expressions, and is this different in autism? And it turns out that anytime you're sitting in the lab and you say, this is a great easy question to answer, the reason that it's not been answered is because it's not great and easy. It's actually really complicated. And so I have spent the past 3 years recruiting people to come in for an MRI study that I designed, where people come into the lab, they do a bunch of tasks where we prompt them to make facial expressions, and then they go into the MRI scanner and make facial expressions while we record their brain activity. And so the goal at the end of the study will be to compare autistic participants and non-autistic participants to see if we can identify the parts of the brain that might be driving this difference. So stay tuned.
Practicing how to walk more kindly with fellow pedestrians.
Oh, that's really nice of you. Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep distance.
Oh, okay.
Peter,
But you're not, yeah.
you're ruining my experiment.
Okay.
Keep distance. Actually, you'll be my counterpart.
Okay. Stacy, you said this was going to be a really easy experiment.
It is easy. Watch.
Okay.
You're going to take a step. And then you're going to take a step, but you got to transfer your weight into your heel, not the outside of the heel, on the inside of the heel, and then move forward. And then, come on. No, too close. Back up.
This is how traffic jams happen. When you said we were going to be lab partners, I thought we'd be like, more 50-50 in our decisions.
Yeah, but I'm the brain and you're the brawn. So, I need you to put your weight on your inside of your heel. I need your right ear to go up towards the top. Left?
I just don't see how brawn is useful
No,
in
not
this
your
experiment. You keep saying you're the brains and I'm the brawn, but I feel like I'm not useful at this science experiment.
Look, we only have 2 weeks to finish this project for school, and I don't know how to deal with your emotions right now.
You can start by listening to my emotions.
I'm listening. Tell me.
Okay. Got a lot of things to say. They better have a seat on the sidewalk. There you go. I'll sit on this sidewalk and just so the cars can still pass between us. Yeah, emotions. Okay, yeah. I just want to be in charge of things.
That's not an emotion, that's a desire.
All right. Well, we'll try again.
Remember how I said it was the brain? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I didn't have the right facial expressions on that one.
I couldn't hear you across the car. Okay, say it again.
I didn't have the right facial expressions on the Osco. Okay. I want to be in charge.
Oh, I get it now.
Have you seen this article? It says scientists hate this one weird trick, and it says that this one guy defeated like historically killers of like 4 million people just by getting vaccines for measles and polio and like that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm blowing up the group chat with this.
Oh, sick. Dude, so you hear what Gerald told me down the block? He was telling me that like there's this thing that 8 out of 10 doctors don't want you to know, that you inject yourself with this engineered protein that can help prevent prostate cancer.
No, that's crazy, bro.
Doctors are trying to hide it.
They're trying to hide it from us, man.
You know mustard goes good on hot dogs?
What?
What?
Try it.
They're trying to hide this from us,
I
bro.
also want to try it, bro. Sick, bro.
Why have they been keeping this from us? Like,
Yeah, you from Chicago?
Yeah.
And I was like, I know that it's true because I heard from Betsy, who heard from Jill, who heard from Renee.
They're still friends?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, frenemies.
Sure,
But
sure.
like, they still are passing information. Anyway,
Sorry.
all that to say, soda can fix your emotional volatilization. I'm saying just the bubbles. Like just the bubbles in soda.
Well,
Just the bubbles.
okay, but like, I don't want all of the sugar, so like, is there a way I can just like inhale the bubble part? Or like, is there anything I can do to just like, I really want to win prom queen this year, and I just feel like extra sugar is probably not the way to go for me. And mostly the caffeine.
Look,
I-
look. They sell plain soda water at the grocery store. What is with you?
Soda water?
Yeah, soda water.
Like, they put soda and water and then mix it together?
Girl, that is how the bubbles happen. Wow.
They put,
Okay.
do I have to drink it still though? Or
See,
can
I didn't understand. Like, I thought I was sharing a secret that was passed down to me from like, you know, I just didn't, like, I was all excited that the bubbles, the bubbles can do more than I thought the bubbles could do. I didn't realize that they were like keeping me. So you've noticed that I'm so even keeled.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
and that's from the soda?
Right, that's from the soda water. I just didn't realize I was gonna have to explain soda water to you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain a lot of stuff to me. I just like don't. I just like. I have to tell you something. No.
I'm 6 years old. You don't have to explain things to me. Explain it on me thick.
Right. They were all wrong about soda. You can pop. It's good.
You from Chicago? You trying to enter my cave? Yeah. You're gonna have to tell me a fact I don't know. I know a lot of facts, buddy.
You know a lot of facts, yeah? Okay. What would you say is your weakest area?
Particle physics.
Particle physics. Particle physics. I don't know much about that one. What's your second weakest area?
Fluid dynamics.
Look, Mr. Troll, I just really need that treasure in that cave.
Everybody's trying to get into the highway cave. You want to know my third weakest?
At this point, I have no hope for it. But sure, tell me.
Prostate cancer.
That's my specialty.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got a really, really large one of those.
Cancer?
No, just the prostate part.
It's too much information, but you're not going to get that.
No, I was going to say thank you. Thank you for organizing the room.
Yeah. I heard you were talking to my friend, my friend who wants to be a prom queen.
Oh, yeah, she knows very little. I really, I have to explain soda to her.
Well, I know, I'm the brains of the whole school. She's the pretty one, I have the friend who's the, anyway.
Oh, okay.
I'm teaching you now. Anyways, I heard you were really even keel.
So even keel. There's so much soda.
Okay, I have a really big secret. Shall I?
Great.
I'm 6 years old, I don't have any secrets.
Have a soda. I did already. Are you gonna remember that tomorrow?
And that's my secret!
Girl.
It's burning me,
Oh my god, I gave my last soda to a 6-year-old. I have nothing to even kill you. But that's huge.
I know.
I'm gonna put that on the internet with some conspiracy.
No! Don't tell people. No! No!
So your test results are back. I think the soda gave you prostate cancer.
Grad students, I have an easy project.
Yes!
I'm going for grad students. Get out here, grad
That
students.
sounds big.
Yes, thank you.
Who wants an easy project? Quick publication, 3-year PhD. All right, first project. We got to study the cause of angiogenesis and CRISPR-based knockouts in zebrafish.
Oh, it sounds so simple. I'll get right on that. I can't wait to start it in the labs.
Great.
Oh, should I please?
I know.
I have
it's
five.
so
Don't worry.
unfair.
I have 5 easy projects.
Let's hear it. Let's go.
I
Let's
love
go.
how you already count that off, Dr. Thomas.
So, I read a paper about this engineered NIS protein that's 643 amino acids, and they engineered 2 of them differently. I'm going to engineer 4 of them.
Oh, wow. Why is no one jumping
Great,
in
thanks
that
for
one?
volunteering.
Oh.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, super easy project. All right, we got another project where we teach 5-year-old Bigfoots how to read.
Oh, me!
Got it. Okay, remember, this is a quick and easy publication. Who wants to study the effect of traffic jam conspiracy theories and how they did 9/11?
Seems like a tricky one to tell.
That's so easy, like a month of research tops. All right, now I got my favorite 2 8-year PhD students.
You've been saying that you have a simple project for 7 of those 8.
Hey, Terry, I got a simple project. What happens if we break Dr. Clements' legs?
I think it means that we take over his title, right?
There can be only one.
So how academia works, boys.
That's how Chicago works. My zebrafish has legs.
Oh my God! You're like walking.
It also has prostate cancer, but it has legs.
That's why you call me, because I'm the expert in it.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Let me take a look at that sucker.
That's right.
My secret's out on the internet. Elaine! she was even keeled, so I thought I was gonna tell her my secret. Now she's put it on the internet. Now I'm not gonna be the valedictorian, and you're not gonna be the prom queen.
You're both from Chicago?
Of course.
Dear readers, you won't believe what's happening at Central Valley High. Everybody has it bubbling up. Follow me for more. Nobody'll know till the night of the prom.
No! Prom?
Wait, that's right now.
No! Oh my god!
We vote in 5 minutes. What's the secret? I'm moving refresh the page. Maybe you'll tell me.
No! No! Look away! Look away!
You both have prostate cancer?
That's only half of it!
Wait, you're from Chicago and you're prostate. What's the third thing?
I drink sugar.
And she's in love with the zebrafish.
I told you that when you were
And it has legs?
And prostate.
Scientists hate this one hack to immortality, dating zebrafish with CRISPR and edited genes.
At least my secret hasn't been published yet. Well, there's still hope for me.
Wait, she just posted it again.
Dear readers, don't fret. This story has a happy ending because I have spiked the prom punch with radioactive iodide. Everyone will be battling those prostate cancer cells with vigor this evening. The world is saved. And while I was at it, I went ahead and solved traffic jams too, because that was an easy, quick lab research.
Well, now I know that that's fake.
Yeah.
My secret's still safe.
So that's what y'all did with Dr. Clemens.
Yeah, he had it coming. So we're PhDs now, yeah?
Oh,
Yeah, we're PhDs, right?
Right.
For anything to happen to you.
well, I don't know about that. Maybe not. Why is this door locked?
You know why the door is locked.
There can be only one. We need a second PhD to take.
Dear readers,
PhD.
I'm moving to Chicago.
I'll bring my own legs.
And we're going to be back here at Third Coast on Thursday, January 30th. And thank you again. And thank you to our tech out.